Forget everything you thought you knew about ancient history. Right now, a discovery near Alexandria is shaking the world to its core. Scientists believe they have finally found Cleopatra's long-lost tomb. But this isn't just another dusty ruin from the past. It's a mystery, a 2,000-year-old secret that holds something far beyond our comprehension. What they found inside is something that should have never been disturbed. A true time capsule has been unearthed, and the first chamber has already rewritten history. But what they discovered next has terrified everyone. For millennia, Cleopatra's final resting place was one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. She was the last true pharaoh of Egypt, a ruler of immense power and intellect. Her legendary love affair with the great Roman general, Mark Antony, was a romance that changed the fate of empires. Their tragic story ended in 30 BC, when they vanished from the world, their deaths bringing the great Ptolemaic dynasty to an abrupt end. Ancient writers described their elaborate, shared burial, a magnificent entombment permitted by their rival, Octavian himself. The tomb was meant to be a royal masterpiece, a testament to their love and power. Yet, its exact location was never recorded, lost to the shifting sands of time. Cleopatra's capital, the legendary city of Alexandria, was a jewel of the ancient world. Her palace stood proudly on the island of Antirrhodos, a center of culture and power. But nature's fury is relentless. A series of devastating earthquakes and tsunamis ravaged the Egyptian coastline, and the royal quarters, along with their most profound secrets, sank beneath the waves of the Mediterranean Sea. The tomb became a whisper, a tantalizing myth that fueled the dreams of countless explorers for centuries. But for all their searching, no sarcophagus or burial chamber was ever found. The queen's eternal home remained perfectly, securely hidden from the world. Until now, new technology has reignited this ancient hunt. Underwater sonar began to map the sunken ruins of Alexandria with incredible precision. Archaeologist Frank Gaudio and his team explored the submerged palace complex, uncovering magnificent statues and towering, giant columns that once graced the city. But the tomb itself was not among these underwater wonders. The search then pivoted, moving from the sea back to the land. Researchers pored over ancient Greek and Roman texts, hunting for any forgotten clue. The evidence pointed them west of the Old City, to the great temple of Taposiris Magna. Its name, meaning the Great Tomb of Osiris, was a clue that had been hiding in plain sight. For years, this site was largely overlooked by modern archaeologists. The conventional wisdom was that Egyptian royals were not buried inside temple complexes. But Dr. Kathleen Martinez, a determined archaeologist from the Dominican Republic, proposed a revolutionary theory. She believed Cleopatra saw herself as the living embodiment of the goddess Isis. According to myth, Isis famously buried her murdered husband, the god Osiris, in a secret location. What if Cleopatra, in her final act, wanted to mirror this divine legend? In 2005, Martinez began her excavations at the site. Her team soon discovered a maze of hidden tunnels and unearthed coins bearing the beautiful, distinct face of Cleopatra. Still, the final chamber, the tomb itself, remained elusive for years. Then, by 2022, a major technological breakthrough changed everything. Radar revealed a massive, hidden tunnel stretching an incredible 1,300 meters beneath the earth. The tunnel's design was extraordinary, resembling a great Greek aqueduct, but its true purpose remained a complete mystery. Exploring this structure was incredibly dangerous. Parts of the tunnel were flooded with dark, murky water, and the ancient walls were dangerously unstable. But at the very end of this perilous passage, they found it, a sealed chamber. As they approached, strange electronic malfunctions began to plague their equipment, as if the tomb itself was resisting their intrusion. The world of archaeology held its breath. Inside, they discovered a long corridor dedicated to the god Osiris. Dozens of burial chambers lined the ancient walls, containing mummies wrapped in fine, delicate linen. One mummy even had a golden scarab placed over its heart, a powerful symbol of eternal life. And there, placed side by side were two sarcophagi. Carved nearby was a strange, cryptic inscription, "She who walks with Isis." The text began, "And he who fell by the blade's sharp edge." It had to be them. Suddenly, seismic monitors began detecting a strange rhythmic pulse. It was faint, deep, and slow, like a heartbeat coming from behind the final sealed wall. The Egyptian military quickly secured the entire area as the world watched, filled with a mixture of wonder and apprehension. The final barrier was fused from solid granite and lead, designed to last for eternity. With immense effort, they finally broke through. Inside, there was no grand chamber, only a single, monolithic black granite sarcophagus. The stone was so dark it seemed to absorb the light around it, and it radiated a strange, unnatural warmth. The air inside was thick with mercury vapor and traces of arsenic, ancient and powerful toxins used for preservation. And resting peacefully inside were two mummified forms. One skeleton was a Greco-Egyptian female, as they expected. The other was a powerfully built Roman male. Between them rested a sealed, corroded bronze cylinder. X-rays showed faint, shifting organic shapes inside it. The artifact was immediately rushed to a secure lab as it pulsed with weak, but distinct, electromagnetic energy bursts. Soon after, members of the excavation team began falling mysteriously ill. They suffered from high fevers, coughs, and extreme fatigue. Air samples from the tomb revealed the cause: dormant bacterial spores. But these were no ordinary germs. They were unknown strains of ancient, extremophile bacteria that had survived for over 2 millennia, and they were highly resistant to all modern antibiotics. The World Health Organization issued a secret global alert, and the entire archaeological site was placed under strict quarantine. Meanwhile, in the lab, the internal movements inside the bronze cylinder became stronger, more deliberate. This was not just an archaeological find. It was a biohazard. This was Pandora's box, opened after thousands of years. A life form from the distant past was now slowly, surely, awakening. And history's greatest secret could become humanity's greatest threat. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey into the past. What do you think is inside that cylinder? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love unraveling history's biggest mysteries, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. We'll see you next time.